Adam Carolla is with us now. He's one of the guys behind the new documentary, No Safe Spaces. Adam, great to see you. Welcome to the show again.
Thanks for having me back.
You've raised $300,000 for the movie. I'm told that if you get together $500,000, you've got an investor who will match the whole lot. Is that accurate?
That is correct. So if we get to 500, we get to $1 million.
That sounds good. And that's enough to get this show on the road and get it launched across the country?
Yeah. And you people should be motivated, because my deal with Dennis Prager is if we don't get to 500,000, I just get whatever was donated, and it goes right up my nose. I'm in Hollywood.
You are a comedian, and I think we should remind our viewers of that fact. Adam, thank you for the smile. Appreciate that. I want to bring to your attention something you might know about already. Evergreen State College. A professor there was harassed for refusing to take part in a day of absence for white people. Now he says he doesn't feel safe teaching. This is the kind of story that you're all about in your movie, No Spaces, correct?
Absolutely. The lunatics have taken over the asylum. I don't really blame the kids. The kids are 19, stoned, out of their minds, had horrible parents, grew up with a steady diet of narcissism. They're just acting out. I blame the faculty. I blame the administration. They're the zookeepers. The kids are just the animals, and they're mixing the hyenas and the leopards and the gazelles. They're putting them all in the same pen.
It's my generation.
And they're wondering what's going wrong.
I blame, to some degree, my generation, the baby boom generation. We're the people who staff these colleges. We're the people who make up the people who run the professoriate, or whatever you want to call it. You're right, it's not the kids, it's the professors. But what are you going to do about it?
Well, you're going to do what you do in any situation. You're going to be the adult. When you want to take over the library and paint it the color of the Pan-African flag, the answer is no, get out, or we're sending in security. It's not stand down campus security, don't get the popo involved, and just go ahead and write your list of demands on this 2-ply toilet paper, and we'll comply with all of them.
I don't associate Hollywood with the kind of movie that you're putting out. You really stand out. I don't know anybody else in Hollywood like you.
Well, that's the reason we're doing it. The reason Dennis Prager and I are making this movie is because Hollywood would not make this movie. So we're going to make this movie. And, you know, there's a lot of folks I think who agree with me in Hollywood, but they don't want to get blacklisted. And you rely on other people giving you jobs in this business. It's not really like the aerospace industry where you're a very skilled TIG welder and you can get a job at SpaceX. You have to get jobs from other people, and in Hollywood, you may not get a job if you take these kind of stances.
President Trump, he's in Wisconsin this afternoon. He's pushing apprenticeship programs. One of the things he's going to say is college is not for everyone. What say you on that?
Well, first off, I think he just likes the apprenticeship programs because it's got the name of his old TV show in it. Number two, that's all I've been saying my entire life. I never went to college. As far as the students at Evergreen go, here's one white guy who took 4 years off, never even showed up. I'm a hero.
What did you do?
I learned carpentry.
What did you do in your 4 years?
I didn't do 4 years. I did 12 years of swinging a hammer. I learned to be a carpenter. Now I'm a journeyman carpenter before I got into comedy. So I tell people all the time, whenever I have Mike Rowe on my show, we go, yeah, it's not for everybody. And you don't want everyone going to college. We need businesses and bridges and infrastructure. We need mechanics. We don't need everyone going to college. And by the way, you see what's happening to these people at college.
Wait a second. I detect an element of snobbery here. It reminds me of living in England in a class-based society. The elites look down on people who work with their hands. I think a similar cultural pattern has emerged in America. The elites look down on blue-collar labor. You're not supposed to make your living with your brain. You're not supposed to make your living with your hands. You're supposed to make your living with your brain. Do you detect that here?
Absolutely. It's been going on forever. And look, when I left high school, I didn't take the SATs. I never even took an algebra class. Clearly, me and all my buddies from the football team weren't going to college, so we had to go clean carpets or pick up garbage on a construction site. We could have spent that 3 or 4 years in high school training to be an apprentice, pipe carpentry, what have you, and got out of high school and had a decent career. So it's turning a blind eye to what is a real problem, which is half the people aren't going to college. What about them?
When can we see the movie?
I think early 2018, and we're starting shooting now. We already went to University of Northridge, Cal State Northridge, and did an engagement there, and you can see that at nosafespaces.com.
Okay. Any idea that maybe you've had some impact already?
We'd like to hope every day in our own little way.
Okay. Look, I hope you get to the 500,000, because that would get you to 1 million. Best of luck to you, Adam Carolla, and come back and tell us how you're doing as soon as you can.